It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First as a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
After a tough couple of years in Denver, Wilson finally gets his fresh start, and he's certainly hoping to make the most of it. Truthfully, though, it's been tough sledding ever since being traded from Seattle a few years back, but he still has the talent and tools to make this next chapter a positive one.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, it's Najee Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Wilson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. George Pickens 33 yards. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his 2nd season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The Chase will go in motion left. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, the rookie Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Pickens is coming off a season where he eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career and averaged a league-leading 18.1 yards per reception. He is truly a budding superstar, and the Steelers are going to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Wilson.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early two-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And Chase will go in motion left.
Burrow will throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
York able to send this one through,
And that'll bring them back within 4.
so they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Breaks through the contact.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steelers offense and George Pickens set to take over again, and he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now it's Wilson. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and 4.
They go play action now. Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Bengals set to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Play action. It's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The slot man in motion right. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Another try, second and 10 now. Now Burrow.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
An inside give, Brown. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
To throw, Burrow. And it's caught. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Extra point by York is up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So Russell Wilson in the offense, down by a field goal, 1:12 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Throwing now is Wilson.
He's got Pickens, complete.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Wilson to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Now Wilson.
He's got this to Pickens. He's into space past the 25.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing by 4, 25 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds. Here's Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Burrow.
This pass complete to Higgins. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
A final shot now for Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.